Good evening. We begin this Saturday with the war between Israel and Hamas and more scenes of total chaos. Palestinian officials say 2 explosions killed dozens of civilians in the district of Jabalia, one of them at a UN-run school at a refugee camp. And in Israel, tens of thousands are marching to confront their government over the plight of hostages seized by Hamas. CBS's Imtiaz Tyab in Jerusalem leads us off tonight. Imtiaz?
Adriana, good evening. Well, for the hundreds of Palestinians who had to flee Gaza's largest hospital, they face a very uncertain future as Israel's deadly bombings across the besieged territory show no end, while tens of thousands of Israelis have taken to the streets to demand their government do more to bring their loved ones being held hostage in Gaza home.
Through Gaza City's mangled streets, families, many with small children, run for their lives. Even the wounded and healthcare workers were on the move. I was inside Shifa Hospital, and we were forced to evacuate by the Israelis, says Dr. Ramez Radwan. May God save us. Israel denies making the evacuation order, but as hundreds fled the medical facility, several holding makeshift white flags, Israeli sniper fire crackled nearby. Israel's armed forces seized Al-Shifa hospital earlier this week after accusing Hamas of running a command center beneath it, but has so far provided limited evidence, calling into question Israel's justification for targeting the largest hospital in Gaza, which now no longer functions. Most Palestinians have already fled south after 7 weeks of non-stop Israeli strikes, and many to their deaths. In the southern city of Khan Yunis, the remains of 26 people were prepared for burial after being killed in an airstrike. We don't know how to be sad anymore, says Iyad Zaim, who lost 8 members of his family. The tears barely come now. Scenes of utter horror continue to be seen everywhere across Gaza. Dozens of people, including women and children, were killed as they slept at this United Nations school in the Jabalia refugee camp, which was meant to be a shelter. While in Israel, thousands of Israelis have joined a march from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem to support the families of hostages held by Hamas inside Gaza. Many are furious at Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Bring them home now!
They blame him for the security failures that led to their loved ones' abductions on October 7th and the fact so few have been released.
It's impossible that there are 240 kidnapped people and the government, our government, isn't talking to them, isn't telling them what's going on, what's on the table, what are the offers, what are the reasons for and against. Nothing. Nobody's talking to them.
And a senior Biden administration official told CBS News the release of a large number of hostages by Hamas could result in a, quote, significant pause in fighting, Adriana, and a massive surge of humanitarian relief into Gaza.
Imtiaz Tyab, thank you for your reporting.